We have a connection. Yes, we're here, America. The tripod is back. It is a Friday. We have a nor'easter that's about to hit in like 24 hours. So we had to get this in tonight because I have a feeling we may not be going anywhere for a few days.
If that happens, we're doing some shows.
Oh, we will. Yeah. The Redoubtable One, the Law Dog, the High Questionable. We are here. It is NFL Conference Championship weekend. We're going to break down both these games tonight. And I'm telling you right now, these are going to be two awesome football games. I don't care where we start, but I would say this. I think we would all agree that when you look at these four teams, these are the four best teams in football. They have been pretty much all year long. Two of them have been dancing all season because they're in the same fucking division, the one he hates.
If you look at our top 10, I think it would.
I think they were there in the top five most of the. I think you'd be right about that.
Yeah. You're talking about from the best division. If there's two of the teams are there.
And they've had two classic games already.
And a third one could be there if they weren't fucking decimated.
If they weren't decimated by injury, yeah. I mean, this is going to be. And here's the other thing: you've got three of the top four scoring defenses still in the field.
Yeah.
The other one was the Texans, who the Patriots just dispatched last weekend. So. The defense it's funny, in this offensive era, somehow, some way, defense has come back.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. I really don't. But kudos to these coaches because they understand that you can put up 30 points a game, but if you give up 31, it's no fucking good.
Yeah.
But all these teams have pretty goddamn good offenses, too.
They do. Yes, they do. And that's the thing. This is
especially in the NFC.
In the NFC,
there's not like a lucky team right now. There's not like they've just got lucky.
These motherfuckers are horseshoes up their ass, but they're still good.
No,
they're lucky as fuck, but they're really good. The Pats.
You can't be 14-3 and be lucky.
They're legit. Like I hate it, but I was like, but
everybody hates it.
That's how I know game. Like they're legit.
I'm talking about the path to get there.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
For sure.
I am so glad he brought this up. Let's talk about some recent paths.
It's like the Chargers with both their tackles gone.
Let's talk about some. Let's talk about some
with Whoopi Goldberg
and then Jarrett Stidham, right? No, I get it. But hey, man, sometimes that's just the way. That's like how it is in the NCAA tournament too.
Sam Darnold and Matthew are both going to get injured in this game. And the Pats are going to be playing against who the fuck knows.
Let's talk about a path. Let's talk about the current dynasty, the reign, if you will, the 2019 Kansas City Chiefs. Let's see if this
is similar.
Blows your skirt up. Let's see. First round, Deshaun Watson. Has anybody seen him in 3-4 years?
Deshaun Watson was
good. But he's
really good. Watson was fucking good.
Yeah.
Not in this game, he wasn't.
Before he got traded.
How about Ryan Tannehill? He's on every Hall of Fame ballot.
Tennessee.
Tannenbaum.
Tennessee
your boy had
Vrabel. And then my personal favorite, Porn Star Jimmy. Where's Porn Star Jimmy been lately?
Sorry, Jimmy.
How many?
Jimmy G.
Jimmy
Garoppolo.
That was the Chiefs' path to their championship. Daunting. Would you call that? I'd call that daunting. Oh, daunting.
I wouldn't call it
daunting. Daunting.
We're not comparing this. We're just saying.
Oh, you are. You're saying it's easy, and I'm saying no one seems to have a problem with that run.
But you know what? If it is easy, you got to close when you're there, right? And then next year, you guys will probably get like a crazy hard schedule.
If Drake,
Bears get that,
let me explain something to you. If Drake May wins on Sunday, he'll be the first quarterback in NFL history to take out 3 of the top 5 defenses in a playoff.
Yeah. I did see that. I saw that.
That's never happened before.
That's pretty impressive.
So don't tell me it's easy because of top 5 pick C.J. Stroud shit his pants, and then Justin Herbert, who's a perennial, shit his pants. That might have something to do with the defense.
Well, Justin Herbert didn't have an offensive line.
He had his weapons, though.
The tackles are good.
He had his weapons, though.
And your defense is good enough even if their tackles were there.
I'm saying my defense, that's the point. He still had his weapons. He's still Justin Herbert.
Right,
by the way,
without an O-line, it's easier. That's all I'm saying.
It's not easier. They have to perform.
It is easier.
The Pats have 2 rookies on the left side. What are you talking about?
Listen,
what's so great about the Pats?
I'm talking about the fact
do you know who got sacked the most times in the NFL this year? Drake fucking May. That's a fact. Yes, he got sacked the most. So don't tell me about the Chargers offensive line when the Pats, fully healthy, still had a worse one. That's a fact.
No, I'm saying if
with the easier schedule, I might add.
We didn't want Harbaugh anyway.
If my 2 starting tackles are out, you're telling me it's not easier to play against me?
Again, as opposed to a team whose left side is 2 rookies?
No, I'm not talking about
easy?
your team. I'm talking about the team you're playing against.
Well, I think it's give and take. The Chargers defense, which by the way was elite, was playing against an offensive line that had 2 rookies on the left side.
The other
What
thing,
was difficult about that?
Drake is spilled the
By the way, they
beans
got
in his-
6 sacks
in his pressers.
and 3 fumbles.
He's been like, yeah, I'm just playing. I'm doing the same stuff as Tom Brady. I can't. It's awesome. And I'm like, shh, don't give away the game plan.
No.
right?
By the way, well, here's the cool thing about tonight.
So it's like they're not even
Does he
doing
have,
anything
like
else.
6 fumbles.
He had 6 fumbles. He had 6 fumbles and 2
CJ
playoff
Stroud.
games.
No, Drake May has
Drake
6
May
fumbles and 2
has
picks.
6 fumbles and 2 picks. Now, one of them was a Hail Mary at the end of a half.
That doesn't
I don't know if we've ever closed a garage.
We're doing it tonight, boys and girls.
Yeah, we got a little
We're not,
pick
we're
up
not
there.
battling the elements tonight.
Yeah.
We've adapted and overcome here at IDD.
love
The
it.
point is, I don't want to hear about easy playoff runs when you're playing 3 of the 5 best defenses in football. And by the way, this one's going to be in Denver, where the Patriots, by the way, and this includes the Tom Brady era, have never won a playoff game. They're 0-4.
You guys are not, and you guys are favored.
We're favored because
under the lights.
we're favored
on
because
the road.
Jarrett Stidham is playing. Now, here's the thing about this stiff. This is a stiff who they drafted to replace Brady.
Yep.
This is a
And he
stiff.
couldn't.
This is a stiff. Well, he's Brady. Nobody ever replaced him.
Yeah.
So this is a stiff who, when Josh McDaniels, who I would argue, and I think they would agree, is one of the 3 best offensive minds in the game right now. The other 2, by the way, are still playing. Sean Payton and Sean McVay, okay, are still in this tournament. And he took him to Vegas with him, and then Payton went and got him away from the Patriots to bring him to Denver. So I don't know football as well as Sean Payton and Josh McDaniels. But I know this: if both of them see something in this kid, he can't be a stiff. And he's had a 300-yard passing game already. Now, I'm not saying he's going to do what Bo Nix did. He's not mobile. That's going to help the Patriots, don't get me wrong. But the kid has an arm. The kid knows the offense. And they have a very good... You look at these weapons on the outside. The Broncos have an offense.
And they found a way.
They found a way all season.
Yeah.
And they're at home. And that defense, by the way, is elite also. So this is not going to be...
And Denver's been good at home since we were kids.
The Pats
Only the Texans were statistically better than the Broncos this year. The Pats were 4th.
Broncos are number 2 against the run.
It was Houston, Denver, Seattle, and New England were the top 4 defenses.
Because the Bills slapped the Broncos around.
Because Josh Allen is that good, and he didn't play well.
Was that good? He had, 4 turnovers?
He also threw 3 touchdown passes. He ran for, he still...
That is such a schizo game.
It's a schizo game. You're right. It was crazy. If Josh Allen didn't make any mistakes, Buffalo probably would have won. But to his point, he put the ball on the ground twice. He threw at least 1 pick that I know of. Yeah, he helped out.
But so, what do you think about this? Because
Since we're bringing in Buffalo before your thought, I found 2 very, very funny memes. The first one says, Josh Allen is the Tom Brady of Jameis Winston's. I thought that was pretty funny.
the Tom Brady of
Jameis Winston's.
Oh, good.
Just like the best of the best of the worst. That's kind of how I took it.
Yeah.
But the other one that was really funny was Josh Allen has scored just 3 points in 7 overtime games, and he had the ball to win in 6 of those. So I thought that was
overtime.
In overtime. So I thought those were. One was funny. One was actually.
Could he be the modern day Dan Marino?
Or he could be the modern day John Elway pre-late 90s. Like how John Elway went to like 3 Super Bowls and just fudged it. You know
John
what I mean?
Elway didn't have any defense.
You know what the Bills were this year?
He did.
You know what the Bills were this year? They were the Knicks of last year.
Just kind of, they were good all season.
No. Because
And
the
then
the Knicks last year, Tatum goes down.
Yeah.
Halliburton, or no, they'll be the Knicks of this year. No Tatum, no Halliburton,
And they couldn't get it done.
And they're currently 2 games
It
behind.
was all set up for him. So, like, you want to talk about an easy pathway.
No Lamar, no Mahomes, no fucking
No Burrow, no Joe Burrow.
nobody, and you fucking poop.
And they're
Literally,
and they get the
Lamar
game,
Jackson pooped.
and they get the game questionably stolen from them with that catch, right? You would argue that?
Yeah,
Right.
That's a fit. Now, to be fair, that's a good point because honestly, there was no evidence to.
But you still have to. He hurt himself. Like
I think Cooks fucked up though.
And in all of that,
I think he needed to sell him.
and all of that, they fire their coach. And it was, I don't know if it was.
I think their coach is a loser anyway. He's been a Bill Belichick wannabe forever. He's been looking. He's been in the playoffs 8 times. He is 2-6.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to close. That's for sure.
That is not a close.
But I don't know if I agree with them firing him right there on that because it was like, man,
well,
it
my
was
God,
really.
if you hear the owner, it's off.
And then the owner
goes in there and says, "I saw Josh Allen crying." So I fired him.
and then
Fucking idiot. Josh Allen calls them.
And I didn't really
Josh Allen lost that game.
Josh Allen said
He also did the Cam Coleman thing this week too. Like the one guy was like, "Oh, I didn't want to take him," and then he was like, "Oh, that we were going to take him," or it was like,
no. So they started asking about Keon Coleman.
Yep.
To the GM Bean, who got promoted.
Yeah.
And he's the one that hasn't given Josh Allen a fucking receiver since Steph Diggs left. Okay, so I don't know how the fuck he stays. But anyway, the owner interrupts and says, "Hey, he didn't want to draft Keon Coleman. The coaching staff.
That's a great point. Actually,
The coaching staff recommended that he draft him." Okay, the funny part is there's a fucking documentary where the GM can't stop talking about Keon Coleman and that's who they're going to draft. So it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Why are you shitting on Keon Coleman? In a press conference
when you drafted him?
He was his party, and then he went to Florida State and had a good year with us. And then he had a really good year with Florida.
He actually did play well at Florida State.
Yeah, and he was only there for a year, but I wish we could have kept him. Though.
No, but he turned himself into a draft pick.
He's got athleticism and talent. But have you seen the clip where they're trying to ask him to sign the contract, and he's like, "How should I sign my name?" And the owner or somebody's like, "Well, how do you normally sign your name?"
Yeah,
he's like, I'm doing a signature, and he's like,
"Well, to be fair,
I put my whole name."
You know, they don't do cursive in schools no more.
No, they don't.
Right? So to be fair, I mean, I know it's kind of crazy, but just scribble it. You know,
come on, just put your fucking name on.
Put your name on.
Yeah. Sign it.
You know how to write your own name.
Even if you print, it doesn't matter. If you put your name on there, like he's asking if he should put his full name.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want my first draft pick.
To be that dumb.
Right.
I love it.
It's like Kadarius Toney.
Well, let's not waste this segment on the Buffalo Bills. America's losers.
For sure.
Losers. Just losers. Josh Allen, to his credit, fell on the sword and took the blame for it. And he should have. Okay, but the bottom line is Denver is here. Okay, and they have found a way. Every time we thought they weren't going to find a way, they have found a way. And again, if it happens enough times, it's not a fluke anymore. They belong here. They do. They belong here. And so both of these games, I believe, are going to be one-score games, barring a buffet.
This is kind of like the Final Four last year, how we had all number one seeds. They're like, okay, they got it right. They're all the best teams.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're not... like I said, there's no lucky team.
Here's the funny thing about the Rams, because I think the people are sleeping on the Rams, and I'll tell you why. Their defense is by far the worst of the four remaining, because the other four are elite. The Rams are not. Number two, this is going to be their seventh road game in their last 9 games total. Seventh.
What's their record in that?
I don't know, but the fact that they're still standing, I mean, that's a gauntlet. I don't care. 7 of the last 9 times they've been on the road games they've played.
I looked at the 4 MVP candidates, right? That they got the finalists or whatever. You had, obviously Mays in there and Christian McCaffrey, and I had no idea that Stafford had that good of a year.
Oh yeah,
like I was like, oh my god,
40 touchdown passes,
46 touchdown passes, like almost 5,000 yards. Oh my god, I was like. Stat But that's what we used to call him in Detroit.
But he's already won a ring, though.
He has.
He has already.
Yeah.
So
here's the thing about the.
I was going to say a lot of people, a lot of folks like. There's an all when he won his first, there was this logo that came out. You guys have probably seen this. This is Detroit Rams, right?
Detroit Rams.
Right, because like it was kind of like they were like rooting for him. But now Detroiters have turned on him a little bit. It's kind of like the Verlander thing. Like he could never get it done as a Tiger. He went and won that for the Astros, and everybody was like, oh, okay, cool. But then it was a little tainted because they were banging on trash cans. And then they won another one. And it was like, oh, God, it sucks.
The Rams haven't cheated.
The Rams have not cheated. But I will tell you this, man. Like, I still like Stafford. I mean, I think I'm happy he's still playing.
He is a great player.
Yeah, he's solid, man.
By all accounts, he's a great guy.
I can't believe he's still healthy.
People get on
it's like he's got better since he went there, Is that
swallowing his
and he was good in Detroit. They just you just had.
He got the shit kicked out of him.
He did.
Remember,
you didn't have an offensive line, but you had like great
back issues.
Detroit always has like really good like specialty players, right? Like you had Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson. I mean, you think about
players,
right? But you don't have like the trench guys, right?
Never did.
Not anymore.
No, not at all. So
now,
and you see it now too.
Now they're built on the trench guys.
They are, but this year it was they lost a lot. Skipper retired. Like all these guys, Ragnow couldn't come back.
Well,
like
they've got to reload.
They also lost.
He was pretty good.
They also lost both their coordinators. And listen,
correct.
I have yet to see a team that was a playoff team or a Super Bowl lose both coordinators and be as good the next year. I have not seen that. And that includes the Patriots. I have seen that happen to the Patriots, and they go down a notch. They do.
Yeah.
And they still made the playoffs, but they weren't the same team. After they won their 3rd Super Bowl, they lost Weiss and Cornell, both boom boom. And they took a step back.
As still a member of the media, what I'm excited about really for this, it's not even really the games. It's like, man, any way you put these two teams together, the storylines, there's so many of them.
There are.
Like, obviously, you got the LA Boston thing. If the Rams, the Pats,
I do not want the Broncos going to the Super Bowl.
If the Broncos go to the Super Bowl, Sean Payton has an opportunity to be the only coach to ever win with 2 franchises.
Yep.
Right?
No one's ever done that.
Yeah, but
it's Vrabel's first year, right?
I don't want to see
Rookie head coach.
That would be crazy.
I know he's not a rookie head coach, but he's his first year.
Vrabel would be the first. Would be the first player.
One like that.
If it's Seattle,
his rookie.
New England.
No, this isn't Vrabel's rookie year.
No, I'm saying the first year in a clip.
Jump to.
He did. He went to Tampa and won.
Right?
Yeah.
But you've got if it's Seattle, New England. You've got a couple things there. You've got.
Oh, the rematch of 2014, which was a classic.
That's one. Sam Darnold. All the Vikings probably hate it, right? Because they didn't resign him.
Vikings. What about the Jets?
Well, no, but the Vikings had him and had an opportunity to win with Jets.
Sam Darnold is the Super Bowl. All the Jets fans should be throwing up in their mouths.
Yeah, well, Jets, Carolina. Did he play for Carolina too?
But Carolina was kind of a mess.
You also got a Big Ten matchup.
Yeah.
Vrabel went to Ohio State.
He did.
Mike McDonald's former Michigan coach. You got that storyline. There's so many. Like, it's crazy. Seattle against Denver. Every time I hear that, I go,
look, the other thing
AFC West.
The other thing is, 3 of these 4 teams have played in the Super Bowl already. The Patriots have played against Seattle and the Rams. Denver has played against Seattle. These franchises have been knocked heads before.
And I will tell you, I was actually okay with the Texans losing because that would have been a real big hit.
Nobody wanted to see the fucking Texans.
But you remember, there's only 4 teams that have never played in the Super Bowl: Detroit, Cleveland, Houston, Jacksonville. And Houston getting to a Super Bowl. That would have been ugly. You know, I'd be like, oh man, it's like Detroit will never go. Detroit's the only original NFL franchise that's never been.
So you're rooting against.
So you're kind of rooting against the Texans, like, oh god,
but then the fucking evil empire, you're gonna let
It's kind of tough. I wouldn't say I was but it was like C.J. Stroud kind of shit the bed, right?
I've gotten cut off twice.
He fumbled 74 times in the first half. I mean, you're not going to win a game anyway.
I have been cut off from this 2 episodes where I've tried to. Someone's asked me last week, are the Patriots back? I can tell you when they beat the Texans and I went out to the store the next day in my Patriots gear, this is how you know when you're back. Because when I first moved down here, this is what happened every time I went out. You could feel the looks. You feel people looking at you going, those motherfuckers. They don't say nothing.
It's like the looks,
but the look. They just kind of, they see the hat, they see the sweater, they kind of give you this look. But they don't say nothing. That's how I know they're back, because I got that look. I can't tell you how many times in public last week when I walked in there and I just wanted to get something. I had my jersey, I had a sweater on, but I had a big coat over it, but I had that on, and people were just.
Did you guys by chance see the interview?
Because you guys are getting spoon-fed the Super Bowl.
Literally. Did you see the interview?
No, we're not.
Literally.
No, we are not.
Did you see the
No, we are not. Spoken like a man, spoken like a cellar dweller. You're getting spoon fed.
If this was the Giants, you'd be like,
well, that's the thing. It won't be the Giants. It won't be the Giants.
Have you seen the interview that Brady did with Kenny Walker?
No.
It's outstanding.
Oh.
So there's a point.
Go blue.
Right. So there's a point where like Brady brings up like the Michigan State rivalry, right?
Sure.
And he says, it wasn't even like Brady wasn't even being a dick about it. He was just like, he goes, yeah, man, we sure could have loved you at Michigan. And Kenny's like, no, it's always go green. And then Brady's like, yeah, go blue, like that. Yeah. And I literally was laughing. I was like, I hope these guys see it, because then it's another example of the rivalry never dying. Like it's a rivalry, right there, and I love it.
Rivalries don't die. They just
I love that they still have it too, because I feel like, we're getting to a point. It's weird, man. You got these players who played at 5 different colleges. Like,
well, that's the problem. That's the problem. This is the other thing about the NIL. It's these kids are flopping, playing 3 or 4 different schools in a 5-year window.
Walker's playing for a guy that went to that coached at Michigan. Yeah, that 5 touchdown game he had in 21 against him. Mike McDonald was the OC. Yeah. And then on their team, Charbonnet, I think he's injured though.
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
Oh, he's out. Yeah, but he played for Michigan initially.
That's actually a big loss for them.
It is, because that's a good mix.
The last time they played the Rams, Charbonnet ran all fucking over.
Yeah, that's a big loss for Seattle.
Yeah, Charbonnet is actually, he transferred to UCLA after, I don't know, 21 or 22 for his last season or whatever. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. Man, I just love the storylines.
There's a lot of storylines. These teams are legit. I would say that
you might not do much for you, but I love all this shit. You know what I mean?
We're going to pick these games, but I would just say, before we pick them, I want each one to go around. We'll start with the Rams and the Seahawks. Give me an X factor for both teams. Well, give me one thing. for Seattle and the Rams. Give me an X.
So the Rams don't have a defense, but
they really don't.
I really believe Davante Adams. He's only it's the first time he's ever been to a championship, an NFC championship, right?
Wasn't he there with Aaron Rodgers?
Nope, he never got there. Never got there.
They never got to one and lost?
Nope.
You sure?
I'm almost positive. I was listening
I
to
thought
it
they
today.
got to one and lost. Okay.
But he's never been to a Super Bowl. So I just feel like he's uber motivated. If you guys have ever watched the show Receiver or Quarterback on Netflix, there was one year where they had Davante Adams, and man, the dude's dialed in. Like the dude is like hardcore. It was when he was with the Raiders. And it was, they go behind the scenes and follow you around and stuff. Those are great if you've ever watched them.
Yeah,
I've seen called Receiver.
I saw the first quarterback one.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins was part of it, and Mariota and all that. Yep.
Talk about a thief.
It was Kirk.
Kirk Cousins.
Who was the other one? That was Mahomes.
It was Mahomes. Oh, yeah, Kirk.
And Mahomes were very likable. Mariota was just kind
of
wet noodle.
Yeah, just kind of. I wasn't like a dick or anything.
No, it was just
there was no like substance there. I agree. Yeah. But watching Davante Adams on that, I was like, hey man, he's a gamer. Like he's
always been.
This all means a lot. You know what I mean? Some of these guys, they don't mean like you could tell the losses they stung. You know what I mean? So I think Davante Adams for the Rams. You got to give one from each team, right?
Yeah. Give me an
Davante Adams. Yeah. And then the X factor
for the Seahawks.
Well, I mean, Darnold's due for a Lofi, and I just hope he doesn't do it.
Is he still injured?
I don't think he's going to do it.
He's still injured.
He is.
He's still a little injured, so he could.
He's at the lat.
Yeah, so I'm going to let him slide.
That affects the throw.
But
he's got to be able to throw the ball. Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do that. Or I was thinking Kenny Walker because you're got Charbonnet out. He's got to kind of pick up he's got to pick it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Dude, I feel like it's two receivers, but it's Puka and it's Smith and Jigba. I mean,
oh yeah,
those are the main themes of both those teams.
Oh, they sling it.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good game.
Yeah. I think they'll both
be a fun game.
They know each other too.
Yeah,
they know.
And it's hard to beat. It seems they've split, right?
They've split.
So this is the rubber match in the NFC Championship game.
And it's in Seattle.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
That might be the X factor.
Well, this is
but Stafford's one on the road. He's made. They found a way.
But Seattle's a little different than Carolina.
Better defense than the first two he faced. First of all,
that's
number
true.
3, they know him.
And I'd say Seattle and Denver are two places that have sort of a little bit of a mythical, like they always do well at home.
They have home field advantage.
Yeah, that is true home field advantage.
Denver is fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, and that's
let's stick with this for a minute. So you think it's the defense of
no, he said it's Jigba and Puka.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that the home field advantage for Seattle is huge here. The fact that the Rams, and I said this earlier in the segment, that this is their 7th game on the road in their last 9 games. I don't remember any team going through something like that and getting to a Super Bowl.
Giants.
7 out of 9 on the road. They lost regular season and playoffs.
I think so, yeah.
7, because that's the first time.
You talking about Plexco's game winner?
Not that. No, I'm talking about a team playing 7 road games out of 9.
You guys were like a wild card. You're like coming out of nowhere. Yeah.
Now, the problem here again, Tom's right about the running back. This is the other thing. That losing him, I think, could really hurt Seattle. But the Rams aren't good against the run. And Walker's the better running back anyway. They still got him. Okay, I think he's the better running back.
Oh, you guys got a Buckeye running back too.
Forget. Yes, we'll get to him in a minute.
Yeah,
but the thing is, that's what he does.
He's another storyline.
We'll call you Bugs Bunny.
I love it.
Listen. So the thing is, look,
Duncan Earl and Goat Manigault.
That's a good ball.
So to me, for Seattle, it's the fact that they're at home and the Rams are doing this. For the Rams, the X factor to me is the Rams' defense, because honestly, they talk about tailing off. They have literally fallen off a cliff. They haven't really stopped anybody.
When did it start? That
week 13. I think so.
Remember when they went to Carolina?
And they got beat.
They gave up 31.
Yeah, it was like a
34.
Although that was when Stafford was picked
4 times.
Picked McGilly, so maybe
4
it wasn't
times.
that.
Yeah.
This shit's already.
I would say Seattle's home field and the Rams' defense to me are the 2 X factors in this thing.
Okay.
Seattle's home field gives them that to me. It's because I think that 12th man up there is real. The Rams are going on the road for the 7th time in 9 games. That is real, and their defense, for whatever reason, has tailed off. They're not stopping people. Their offense. Now look, Chicago threw that pick. But that kid does this. I don't know how much credit I give to this kid. He does that until he gets rid of that. That's who he is.
Even that touchdown, it was a sweet touchdown, right?
Talk about an impossible throw.
But he just freaking chucked it. You know what I mean? Let's be honest.
It was a Hail Mary.
Like, it was sweet.
It was a Hail Mary.
But between you and I, like, hey man, that was lucky shit. That's the type of that's like the fat kid that always gets a half court shot in those.
He proved it was lucky in the overtime when if he makes two, if he throws the check down, which the guy was open underneath, instead of throwing that deep crossing route, they may win the game.
Yeah.
But he got greedy. So that's who he is. So I don't know how much credit I give the Rams for that. I can tell you this right now. Okay, the Sam Darnold, who has an oblique, is not going to be taking those shots down the field. I don't know if he can throw it with his damn oblique issue. So I think, and again, this is going to be close because these two teams know each other. I think Seattle's going to pull this out at home, and it's going to be a field goal. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. So I'm picking Seattle in a very close football game. Might go to overtime.
He's picking them. He's picking the Seahawks. The Sea Chickens.
I am, because the Rams defense doesn't travel. It just doesn't. See that? The Charbonnet loss would mean more if the Rams defense was there. They've got Walker. Walker can run all over them.
Yeah.
And he did. He has before. So, and if this kid, if Darnold is any better physically than he was before, he can throw the ball at all, the Rams aren't going to stop them. They're not.
So the
this analysis makes way too much
Giants
sense.
were 6 of 8 in the championship game.
So
it's close.
So close. But I'm saying this is the 7th time a team is doing this. That's a lot to ask. And Seattle knows them. They have split, and they're on the road going. They're going into Seattle. So I don't know.
I'm going to pick the Rams, but I like the experience with McVay, Stafford. They've already been there. They've already done that.
That's the thing that keeps me paused. They have that.
And McDonald doesn't really have that. Yeah, that's okay. You know, it's okay. Like this is gonna. It's like you said. It's gonna be a close game. I just have this weird feeling about the Rams this year. Like they're just finding a way.
But the problem is that as good as Stafford has played, he also has that game in him where he throws 3 picks.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's capable.
We used to call him the Brett
against a defense like Seattle that knows
games. We would call him in Detroit the Brett Favre type games. Where he's just out there just gunslinging for no reason.
They called him the Riverboat Game. We called him the Riverboat Bumhole. Fucking that was Brett Favre.
I like the Seahawks too.
Yeah. It's gonna be close. Okay. I can see why you're picking the Rams because that's the reason why I would have picked the McVay.
Because when you get to this point, everybody's good, man. So, like, it's those little things that really kind of separate it.
Patriots-Rams might be more exciting.
So, this is the thing. Baby. So, you got 2 elite defenses going at it. The Seahawks, the Denver Broncos, say what you will, that offense, when it needs to produce, it always has. Stidham has the arm. He's been in this system for 2 years. Peyton went after him badly because we wanted him. He knows the skill play. McDaniels loves him too. So there's no way those 2 coordinators think the kid's good and the kid's a stiff. Because I trust those 2 more than I trust anybody.
He's literally Joe Montana.
No, he's not. No, he's not. But I will say this. And I've said it 2 weeks in a row, and he got away with it. He won't get away with it because the Pats defense will stop those 2 teams. But they didn't play against an offensive coordinator like Sean Payton. He's going to challenge them. Here's the thing about this game. This is going to be a great chess match. Vrabel's defense against Sean Payton's offense. This is going to be fun to watch. This is going to be fun. And it's going to be close. I'm going to pick the Patriots. Oh, we'll give X Factors. X Factor to me is Drake May. Don't put the fucking ball on the ground. I can tell you right now, he fumbles twice in this game, the Pats are going home. He will not fumble twice against this team and get away with it.
Yeah, he
will not.
Well,
he will not.
Because one thing I wanted to say is like, we've been coming into the past 2 playoff games and saying if the Patriots kick field goals and don't turn the ball over, they'll win. The same goes for this game.
Yeah.
However, I kind of feel like that's what Denver needs to do too.
Yep.
Don't be fucking stupid. Kick field goals and let your defense try to win you the game.
Yep.
Like they both kind of need the same plan.
Yeah.
But one of them's going to have, I don't know. I feel like the Patriots are going to be more explosive.
Actually, I want to change this X factor because Drake May was my first choice. He was my second choice. The X factor in this game is Josh McDaniels. And believe it or not, it's not because of his offense. It's because he has coached Jarrett Stidham. He knows all his tendencies. This is the X factor that, and I don't know if Sean Payton understands.
Well, for Denver, though, it's Payton.
But yeah, it's Payton. But the thing is,
he's got to be the X factor.
He's got because he's got
to he's got to get Stidham.
He's got to find a way to keep that offense going. Exactly. And the guy on the other side knows everything the kid does, knows his tendencies. So I'm saying, his thing, McDaniels has coached Stidham longer between the Patriots and the Vegas Raiders than Peyton has.
Peyton's had him for what, 2 years?
2 years.
Which is good.
Josh has coached him for 5.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that Josh knows, if anybody knows this kid, it's Josh McDaniels. So if he's able to give Vrabel one or two tips, which I'm sure he is, about what this kid's going to do in certain situations, because think about it, what Vrabel does, and again, I keep saying it, two quarterbacks and 2 coordinators haven't been able to figure out what their coverages are. They disguise their coverages very well. A lot like back in the day, in the heyday of...
Who's your D coordinator?
It's one of Vrabel's guys.
I can't think of his name either.
Terrence Williams.
Like he was with him in Tennessee.
Yeah.
He's done a hell of a job.
Done a great job.
He's done a great job. They got to shut
Is
down.
he running that defense and Vrabel's just kind of overseeing everything?
It's Vrabel's defense. He's one of Vrabel's disciples.
But Vrabel's not calling the plays. Right?
No, he's calling the plays. Not Vrabel, the other guy.
Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's done a hell of a job.
Yeah.
I mean, again, they were saying it this week. I understood yesterday, but they were saying, look at this coverage. It looks like this pre-snap. Now, watch what happens after the snap. These 2 guys drop. This guy rushes. This guy drops. That guy comes up. Like, that's nothing like what it looked like before. And he's showing a sequence of these coverages and how they kept changing up. And they're like, look, you want to bash C.J. Stroud, go right ahead. But I challenge any quarterback to figure that out in 3 seconds.
Yeah, but
we're going to find out.
But with C.J. Stroud, it's like you got a guy running at your face and you throw the ball up. Or
that was stupid.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That was stupid. But again, that's pressure.
True.
Pressure makes you do things like this.
You get rattled.
And you get rattled.
You got a fucking 300
running. Milton Williams is not someone you want running at you in a dead sprint.
I would just dive on the ground.
Fall.
It's
better take the
Don't kill me.
No, but the thing is, DJ Stroud felt pressure to make plays because here's the thing about Drake May. For everything, and then this is why I get on the meat puppets up north. You can't sit there and tell me the Houston Texans are the 85 Bears reincarnated and then get on Drake May when they force 2 turnovers. Because that's what they do.
Yeah.
Here's what you should do.
But it felt like they were, like, he didn't have to turn those balls.
No, but that's the thing. But here's the other thing about it. He made those turnovers, and then he threw 3 bullets. Yeah. I mean, these were bullets. Those 3 touchdowns.
Straight darts.
Those were fucking
great
seeds.
Catches, too, though.
They were, but they were seeds. Yeah. He put them where only the receiver could have caught.
Yeah, no, you can tell he's not phased.
He doesn't get phased by it. Yeah. So here's the thing.
He's got a good makeup.
If the Houston Texans couldn't rattle him, and they sacked Josh Allen 8 times in a game earlier this year, Denver's not going to rattle him.
Yeah, I agree.
They're not going to rattle him.
It's hard to see.
It's hard to see that. If Houston couldn't do it, how's Denver going to do it?
But the thing is, when May does the shit where... remember, we talked about it. He's back there. He's under pressure.
Just throw it away.
Looking.
Yeah, throw it away.
Either go down.
Just throw it away.
When he went for that first down and he didn't
put 2
slide.
Well, but also he didn't put 2 hands on the ball.
Right.
That was one of the fumbles. Yeah. I'm like, hey, Mr. Fumble.
Exactly.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing? So again, he is 23, and I keep having to tell myself the kid is 23. Okay, he faced
first time in the playoffs.
First 2 playoff games. He's 2-0.
He played at UNC.
Yeah. Where they had nothing around
He
him.
wasn't in SEC.
He wasn't in the
He
SEC.
didn't play basketball.
No,
he didn't play basketball.
Well, actually, have you seen Ted him play?
Good high school player. He was a good high school player. Drake May.
Was he good?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's an athlete. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, he's got like 4 fucking...
All the brothers are athletes. They're all athletes.
Yeah.
So anyway, look, the point is that he's not going to get rattled by them. And 2, the Patriots, you mentioned Travion Henderson. The other guy, the other speedster, Williams, the kid for the receiver I love, who's been kind of quiet so far. He's due for one of these 70-yard touchdowns.
That's his special.
That's it. He's the deep.
You don't see him for 3 weeks and then bang,
80 yards, boom. And so but that's what he can do. So these 2 guys to me are also going to factor into this game plans because I think Denver's worried about Diggs, they're worried about Hunter Henry, they're worried about Ramondre Stevenson. Who
what about Mr. Booty?
I was going to say, Booty. That's so funny, brother.
Let me tell you something about this kid.
Nice,
that kid was projected as a first-round pick. They drafted him second, and you're starting to see why. And this is again.
It took him a couple of years, right?
It took him Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
The second he got Josh McDaniels, all of a sudden this kid looked like he played at LSU again.
When did they draft him?
They drafted him. He was in his 3rd year.
This is his 3rd year?
This is his 3rd year. So the first 2 years he didn't do much because he had 2 different coordinators. Neither one of them was very good. Now he gets Josh McDaniels, and look at this fucking catch. Yeah. That fucking catch.
That catch.
In the fucking sleet. That was sleet, by the way. You know how fucking slippery that ball was? Give me a fucking
great throw,
great catch. I'm like, you're kidding me. So that's the thing about the
over the shoulder, falling, sliding, whatever the fuck.
And the thing is, the ball is when May throws this ball, they show that
it's beautiful,
fucking perfect.
Oh my god!
I'm like, he's playing in fucking a monsoon. He fucking threw it like it was 70 and 75 out.
Did you see the video of Brady?
Yeah.
Explaining how the tip of the ball has to be in conditions like that.
Yeah.
And that one could have been more exact.
Yeah.
Because if you tilt up at all, then it's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Hurts was doing when he blew that game. He was throwing ducks.
Yeah.
Because the tip of the ball is pointed up, and the wind
takes
on the
it.
body
The wind takes it.
Yeah.
The ball is May through that. I mean, it's just
fucking
a fucking start.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And the thing is,
the bucket.
The best part about it was they slowed it down. So you're like, no, see, there's no fucking wall play. It was a perfect fucking slide.
That's dope.
I'm like, and by the way, he threw that. He threw that in the fourth quarter. The fucking his hands and everything's fucking wet.
Dude, I can't even do that. Just fucking around. In the fucking cul-de-sac. So every time I throw the ball, it's got a little tilt.
I mean, there is no denying this kid's talent. It's legitimate for real.
He's annoyingly good at this.
So I gotta believe that.
But he's fumbling it right now.
The last time Mike Vrabel got here, he had Ryan Tannehill. This is not Ryan Tannehill. And I gotta believe the Patriots are going to get over the hump here. Not because of Jarrett Stidham. I think Jarrett Stidham's going to play well in this game. I don't think it's going to be because of Jarrett Stidham. I think
he doesn't have to be a hero.
No, he just don't turn the ball over. But the thing is, I think Drake May is going to make one more play than this kid against two very good defenses.
He's better than Stidham.
But I think Stidham will play well. He won't be the reason they lose. I think Drake May is going to make one more throw than he makes. That's maybe the difference in the game.
Oh no,
You're supposed to bet.
I can see that defense pick six in this kid.
That could happen.
I can see that.
It could happen because, again, the coverage is, as great as Peyton is, I want to see if Sean Payton can figure out these coverages.
Yeah.
Because these are
changing week to week?
Week to week.
Yeah.
The coverages against San Diego were completely different than the coverages against the Texans.
Man.
I'm like, that's fucking Bill Belichick all over again. Yeah. Belichick would do this. I remember when they picked off Peyton Manning 4 times in the NASL game. Ty Law had 3 of them. And the coverages, you couldn't...
But see, like that, it's so interesting because you have to have a team that can, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody can just go.
See, this is why I
learn something all fucking year.
This is why
I go, hey, we're doing something different this week, and we got to learn it this
week.
Yeah,
that shit is hard.
That's what that there
you
was.
Need effort.
That there. This is why I laugh at the people talk about Spygate, Deflategate, and real fans know the difference. But the thing is, that is why the Pats kept winning. Right there, they would change their game plan week to betting on the opponent, and no fucking PSN football or video is going to change that because again, you and I,
right? You know what I mean? Like, think about that.
And then after knowing that, they go, hey, here's a new page for this playoff.
Yeah. Here's the new. This is the seasonal menu.
See, this
right? Like, you already got to know the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, this is
Here's the seasonal menu. Here you go.
Yeah, but this is the advantage the Patriots have. They are
another one next week.
Jesus. This is the advantage the Patriots have always had. They are a week-to-week game plan team. And you looking at the film the week before against the Jets, if you're the Dolphins, is useless. Because you ain't going to see the same offense. You ain't going to see the same defense. They're going to adapt it to what you do. And they're going to take away what you do well and make you beat them doing what you don't want to do. And that's always been the secret to Bill Belichick. And what Vrabel's doing, and this kid, Williams, is doing the same thing now. And they have not gotten enough credit, okay, because of the defenses they went up against. Right. But they've been every bit as good, if not better.
Yeah.
And then they have not gotten enough credit. And
they've made the shit teams look really bad.
Yeah.
But that's the spark of a good team.
They're not getting by the shit teams.
They're not winning the way how many games did Denver win this year by the skin of
They beat the fucking Giants.
Yeah. And the Giants had it. The Patriots didn't do that. The Patriots were wiping teams out.
Yeah.
Okay? Carolina among them, 42-13. Okay? They bent Carolina over. Atlanta, I'm telling you, they bent some teams over. So I'm not the Giants. But the thing is, Denver was down 26-7 at home against the Giants.
I know.
It's like, so the Patriots, I think on paper, are the better team, but it's in Mile High.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the other thing. This is what I love about Mike Vrabel. The Patriots went out there on Wednesday. They've been there 2 days already. to get acclimated to the Vrabel.
Practicing outside.
They've been practicing
I
outside.
guess, does it matter if you're outside or inside?
Well, in Denver, it's the elevation.
Yeah, you want to be outside.
Right, but I'm saying if you're inside, do you still feel that elevation or no?
I think you do, but not as bad. Not the same way.
Because the air isn't thin inside the house.
I mean,
I always felt like the air was thin, and even if you go to Vegas, it's super thin and
it's hot.
Yeah, but
it's hot. But like at night, if it's windy, it's like 92 and you're freezing.
Really?
It's really a bizarre thing.
I've never been to Vegas.
Because the desert doesn't hold the heat.
Because it's dry.
Super dry. Yeah. So it's like, I always say it's like kind of like being in an oven. Right? Like when you open the oven, it's hot as fuck.
I don't want to be in that.
Yo, it's not
So
very...
I've given you my X Factor and I've given you my prediction. Give me an X Factor for both teams.
I got you.
And give me a prediction.
So when you go to bet a game, there's an old like saying where you're like, home team underdog under the lights. You always take them, right? It's kind of like if the dealer in blackjack showing, or you're holding a king and a 5 and they're showing 14. You're gonna let them bust, not you.
So shit about blackjack.
Oh, okay. So, well, there's just a certain strategy.
I mean, I'm sure it's a good analogy.
Yes,
I just don't understand it.
It's like
I prefer the waiter menu.
it's the odds, right? You're just playing the odds, right? You're just playing the odds, right? So
okay, but is it
so
underdog under the lights even when they're quarterbacks?
So that's the thing. Yeah, no, I was getting there. I was like, man.
Even when the other team's coordinator coach that quarterback and knows his
I just feel like, that's and I selfishly also want kind of an LA Boston type of East Coast.
Patriots make so much better of a story.
Well,
Super Bowl.
It's a good story.
I mean,
every one of their games has been riveting.
No, but you're gonna have people hating them.
Oh,
you're right. It's the storyline.
America has to have someone that
creates a good Super Bowl.
It does, and it's like East versus West. I mean, you got all those things in there.
Well, plus the Rams are 0-2 against the Patriots in the Super
and then I could root for them on an East Coast West Coast type thing.
Exactly. See, another stuff. I'm just saying this is fun. This is what fun
see,
for.
You know, the only thing that fucks me up is that you vote against my teams.
I vote against your teams when they're bad.
No.
I'll never root for
You're happy when the Knicks lose, all that shit.
I'm a Boston sports fan.
That's the only reason why I don't want to vote for the Pats, because these Pats are actually pretty likable.
They're likable.
Yeah, they're like the Celtics are now.
It's like this.
It's like the Celtics are now for me. But honestly,
exactly. Celtics.
You're
I don't.
You're not from Massachusetts. You don't understand.
I didn't like.
Most New Yorkers understand.
You understand. You're not. You grew up here. You grew up in New York.
I hate like the Celtics now, like I used to. I respect the organization.
You're that way about like fucking Michigan.
Yeah, you'll always hate me.
You'll hate a fucking Michigan.
On that level, though, you understand me.
Yeah.
Because that's how we feel about the Yankees.
Yeah.
That's how we feel about the Lakers. That's how we feel about the Jets and the Canadians.
We
get 4 of those.
It's a little different though, because college you like win.
Well, but that's
now, but at the same time, pro teams you're from there, so it's similar stuff.
So your X Factor for Denver is what?
So anyway, I was going to Sean Payton, I think, is going to be your total X Factor.
Okay,
He's like,
well, tell us, what do you do in blackjack again?
So, I was trying to get...
fucking around.
Okay, I see. I was trying to get 21, sir.
21 is the goal, yes.
That is the goal.
If you're
dealers showing, 14, like they...
You're not
4. You're holding... It doesn't matter what if you're holding like kind of...
2.
Yeah.
So you're going...
I recommend
You're just like, let them do it.
What is that called?
Just wave it off.
No, like when in Texas Hold'em, what do you call it?
A pat? I don't know. We'll think of it. But anyway,
get back to the game.
It's better if they bust, and if they do,
and that ties into your Broncos X Factor event.
Sean Payton, we already said that.
Okay, so give me a prediction.
You want like a game score? I think. I like the Pats. I'm going to take them.
All right,
and we'll have our LA Boston Super Bowl.
So you got LA and the Pats. Okay, you got Seattle and the Pats. Who you got?
Okay, so
give me an X Factor first of all. Sorry.
X Factor, I agree. It's Sean Payton for the Broncos.
Yes,
it's so obvious.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, you could say Vance Joseph because, man, that defense could win them this game. If they're going to win this game, it's probably going to be that defense. But
Payton wins. They can start. They could have an argument. Vote. Because he's never done it. No one's ever done it.
No one's ever won the Super Bowl with 2
different teams.
Yeah, you can't have a GOAT argument. Give me a break.
But the only way you could go
Super Bowls?
Well, no, but he's done something. You enter the conversation when you've done something someone else hasn't,
bro.
Right?
But Belichick has 6.
Not saying they are. Just saying that you can have the conversation.
It's just like no. I maybe you can talk about Peyton on like the second tier.
If he, yeah,
you know, like
maybe
he's definitely if he wins this year, oh my god, dude,
Gibbs, Walsh,
like the guys.
You got to be able to do something. You got to be able to like,
that would make sense. I guess
because I think the most
two with the different.
no one talks about Chuck Noll.
Two with the different.
Four with
the equivalent of like 3
Chuck
or 4.
Noll has four.
I saw me earlier today, and this is funny relative to what you're saying. It said, hey. Tomlin can be very proud that he's one of the top 3 coaches in Pittsburgh's history. And I thought it was so funny because they only had 3. I was like, that is so great.
I mean, go ahead. So you think it's Peyton?
So I think it's Peyton, and
you're picking the Broncos, baby. Just go for it.
No way. And for the Pats, the X factor. Let's think.
So you guys want to see
okay, so I typically would just say Drake May because it's obvious.
Well, don't turn the ball over.
However,
that is obvious.
The last time you mentioned Kyle Williams by name, I'm pretty sure he caught like a 70-yard touchdown. So it may be Kyle Williams because you brought him up again by name.
He's due. He's due. Yeah. And the thing is, the way the Broncos defense is set up, you can get those shots. Josh Allen took them, and everybody. Drake May's got to take them.
Surtain's not going to be on him.
No. That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is the scary part about the Pats.
Actually
the Pats receiving core is a lot better than people are giving them credit for.
Especially with the tight ends and the fucking...
The 2 tight ends are good. The kid who made the catch, Stephon Diggs is a 1,000-yard receiver. Kyle Williams runs a 4.3. And then you got Tre'Davion Henderson who runs out of backfield.
Ramondre Stevenson's your shit back. He'd be a one back for
He's a bull in a china shop.
He's like, just give him the touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson had like 3 touchdowns and 18 rushing yards. You're like, oh my God.
But he gets a little less love because of all those fumbles he had. He's still a good back.
He's a good back.
Yeah,
he's had multiple 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah.
If he doesn't fumble the ball, he's a Pro Bowl.
It's kind of weird how y'all went from shit to it out of nowhere.
The last time remember, I told you before, they turned the roster over
23 players?
22 players. When they won their first Super Bowl, Vrabel was one of the 23 players. With Brady and a rookie second-year quarterback. May's a second-year quarterback. That's how this is the run that they went on to start the dynasty.
Who picked all these players? Who made all those decisions?
Vrabel, primarily.
With who?
Ryan Cowden is the other. There's like 4 guys up there. The one that I can't stand. They kept him on, I think.
Dude, it's got to be general manager /
Vrabel makes the final.
Front office of the year.
But Vrabel is making the final. He has a council, if you will, but he makes the final call.
But that front office, what they did in one offseason.
22 new players.
Definitely not a Matt Patricia.
By the way, their draft.
No.
Their draft. The first 4 picks in the draft. Fucking
what's his face?
Will Campbell, been starting all year left guard. Tre'Davion Henderson, he's up for offensive rookie of the fucking year. Fucking Kyle Williams, 4.3 burner up the sideline. Okay, he was averaging 19 yards a catch and has 4 touchdowns this year. And he doesn't know what the fuck he's even doing.
Right.
They
haven't seen anything from him
in a couple. He's got a couple of catches.
No, I'm just saying, like, he hasn't even touched the surface of what, like,
not even close.
What he can be.
The longer Josh McDaniel, look at what Josh did with Butte in 1 year. 1 year after he did 2 years of basically nothing. What he can do with Kyle Williams and those 2 together, oh my God. They're going to be scary. They can be scary.
Aces and 8s.
So anyway, give us a score.
A score?
Yeah. All right, a winner. Give us a winner.
Who's
Pats. Okay. So
we're all going Pats.
But we all think it's going to be close.
No, I don't think so.
I think it is.
I
hope it's not, but I think it's going to be.
I could see the pick 6 on Stidham in the route.
But I also need to see. I need to see Drake May not have a turnover. Because if he plays a clean game, you could be right. Because I think you're right. The Pats are going to get 1 off Stidham. They'll probably get 1.
They've got to.
They'll probably get 1.
He's rusty. These are some big lights to be under.
He hasn't played in 2 years. He may know the offense, and I think he's still. But there's rust there.
Yeah.
There's rust. 2 years.
There's some fear there too.
Yeah.
You're walking into
AFC title game. Against the top 4 defense.
It's a hell of a situation we have here.
Are they the 6 o'clock?
Bottom of the night, you have a chance to be a hero right now. If you don't Major League, if you don't blow it.
Imagine if Jake said, if you don't loaf it.
Yeah.
Dude, remember when we were watching the national championship game and fucking Ray Lewis is on the sideline.
Yeah, of course.
And he whispers to what's his face, Carson. I got to call my wife and kids back.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Go out there and win it."
Yeah.
Carson Beck went out on the road.
Well, if that kid who didn't block that guy on the punt return, he should be expelled from Miami University if he hasn't been lynched already.
Did you see that?
It was a great game.
But Miami lost that game because he let a guy run right by him. He had no one to block. The punt that got blocked?
Oh, yeah.
There was a guy.
I saw the punt block.
Yeah, but there was a
Did
guy.
you see what caused it?
Yeah.
We paused it. Rewind. I mean,
The guy just whiffed on the block.
old lineman just didn't even move.
Nope, didn't move. He
just went like that.
He let him run by. He didn't even do this.
Oh, my God.
He didn't even hip
So,
check.
like, look, there were
lost
two.
the game.
There were two.
That lost them the game.
There were two old linemen sitting right here. This guy's rushing in. One guy comes, rushes into this guy, and this guy just stands here.
Yeah. Literally.
As this guy comes,
We couldn't believe it. We're watching this going, did we just
I
see
was like,
that?
oh, somebody else must have come in here and tied that old lineman up.
Nope. He
Yeah.
just
That was his
missed
only
it.
person.
He just missed it.
Man.
That kid should never be allowed to set foot on the Miami campus again.
Jesus.
Because honestly,
Sounds like an 18-year-old kid.
Tom,
Take
Tom,
scholarship.
Get the fuck
Tom,
out of
answer
here.
the question. You said it yourself. Was that a difficult play to make or an easy play to make? Just take two steps
Well, I
to the right.
said, I probably would have hurt myself, but that guy wouldn't touch the
No
quarterback.
fucking
if I was
way.
standing there. I mean, I wouldn't.
I'm going to get between him. He's going to run me over, but he's going to go down in the process. He's not going to get to the punter.
Yeah.
He's not going to get to the
throwing
punter.
300 pounds.
Yeah,
at this dude.
he's not getting. He might run me over. He ain't getting to the punter.
He's falling too.
He's going down with me. So, but this kid didn't even.
We're gonna at least get a flag thrown.
Yeah, something.
So that we have to re-kick.
This kid didn't even try to trip him.
Damn.
He fucking ran. It was ridiculous. We rewound it like 4 times going, look at he there was nobody coming. He saw him. By all accounts, he saw him.
It was like he spaced out.
Yeah. He loafed.
Yeah.
It was a trophy. That was a trophy
That was a
loafing.
trophy
That might be the winner already.
That's up for
That's a nominee. That's up for discussion.
Dude, in 3 weeks we'll have the Lofies.
Lofies, yeah.
We will. Yeah.
Well, we got
Right
a
after
nominee.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I love
Anyway,
it. Yeah.
that's going to do it for segment 1. We've all got the Patriots. We think in a Donnie. He thinks in a walk. What we got segment 2, a certain baseball team made a certain move that may have burst them back into contention.
A few moves.
Segment 2 coming right up.
We're really going Mets segment 2?
Yeah, wow. You got to hit the button again, Herbie.